Albert Einstein.
Okay.
Transition. Albert Einstein wrote a letter in which
Was this a recent letter? Because I was pretty sure he's not like Elvis.
Albert Einstein is not Tupac. It's fine.
Okay.
All right. So, for those of you who were curious about that, Albert Einstein and Tupac are different people. Illuminati confirmed.
Okay.
So, Albert Einstein wrote a letter. How am I the one keeping this on track until this moment? This is ridiculous. In which he stated plainly what he thinks about God. Namely, let's see, well, namely that it is, dang it, I can't believe I didn't highlight the printed out version. The word God, for quote, Albert Einstein, just, this is not an authority. It's just sort of interesting that people go, oh, smart people believe in God. Newton believed in God. Einstein believed in God. Hitler believed in God. They don't name that one, but it's sort of true. In his letter, Einstein wrote, "The word God is for me nothing but the expression and product of human weaknesses. The Bible, a collection of venerable but still rather primitive legends. No interpretation, no matter how subtle, can, for me, in brackets, change anything about this." So, it's interesting because throughout the...
Are you saying Albert Einstein was an atheist?
Pretty much.
Argument from authority fallacy.
Oh, my God. All right. I preempted that response ahead of time. Come on, children.
I chose not to listen.
Okay. Are you playing Christian at the moment? So, well, it's interesting because he from time to time said like God or God does not play dice with the universe or whatever, which got interpreted.
Has been taken.
Well, no, which got interpreted as like, oh, see, God believes in God. Albert Einstein believes in God. Albert Einstein.
I'm sure God does believe in God.
Pants. Well,
yeah,
I'm sure that God doesn't exist.
I've heard some Albert Einstein quotes used by apologists.
Of course, but like there's one where he addresses those annoyed and is like, for me, the God is, like Spinoza's God or, whatever, which is just sort of like, this idea of like the God that exists in the universe. And it's like this philosophical, it's like deism light, cherry flavored, right? Like it doesn't mean anything. And he, in a separate letter that I don't actually have in front of me because I'm not as prepared as I should be.
Ooh, look who's here.
They can't see yet.
Okay.
Spoiler.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's psychic?
Yeah. So,
ladies and gentlemen, Denis Loubet.
Ladies and gentlemen, Denis Loubet.
Jamie, you were saying?
As I was saying, so Albert Einstein corrected in his life that he didn't believe in a personal God, that the idea of a personal God was silly to him. And, for example, in a letter that he wrote that I believe it was today, sold for, they're reporting here 3 million. I've seen some reports say 1.5, and this I just picked up last minute. So for over $1 million, a letter that Albert Einstein wrote includes the following quotation, which I will read again for emphasis. "The word God is for me nothing but the expression and product of human weaknesses. The Bible, a collection of venerable but still rather primitive legends." So there's a couple of points with
Argument from authority fallacy.
I'm not using it to, you guys just know all the things that make me go.
So I think the important thing here is that we now have some, at least first-hand accounting that Albert Einstein was an atheist.
Well, we have... The reason it made
journal,
news
yes.
is, well, no, it's a letter.
A letter, okay.
So earlier this year, there was parts of his diaries have been published or sold before. Earlier this year, there was a letter sold that he wrote that was reporting about the rise of anti-Semitism in Germany before the Nazis rose that sold for $32,000. The one where he's like, no, God is bullshit. Don't say argument from authority.
I wasn't gonna.
That's right. The authority says so. No. Sold for over $1 million. which is sort of like, are we gonna end up opening like an atheist museum like across the street from the Bible Museum? Is this what we're gonna do? Can we buy the Ark and just fill it with like accurate history?
When we, that magical day when the ACA can get a bigger, better building,
we're gonna buy the Ark.
We can have our own little atheist museum inside.
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess I'm the only one with this opinion.
I think that's cool. Yeah. I think that, well, okay. There's more talking related to that that's less nonprofits and more ACA.
Yeah.
But with that,